Hi, I'm Soumya Srivastava. I'm a student of PGDIE 47 here in IIT Mumbai. I have pursued my bachelor's in textile technology from GCTI Kanpur. Talking about my summers, I interned with HUL, that is Hindustan Unilever Limited. My project title there was to develop a sourcing matrix. That means basically, I'm from supply chain domain, right? So, say you have X factories and you have Y depots, then where should you produce which SKU, from which route you should go to which depot, so that the overall cost is minimized. So, talking about the ground, it is mostly Excels and VBAs and the technicalities. We also got to do some factory visits, depot visits to understand a better on-ground working of people. There is a lot that you do once you are at the internship. Overall, it looks like something that makes a difference in the company's overall deliverables. So yeah, that was how my project went. So talking about a particular day at my internship, I won't call it a day because it is basically 24/7 you're occupied somehow or the other in your work. So it's 2 months of internship rather. Still, if you have to talk about one, then it basically began at say 7, 8 in the morning. You have to. I was posted in Mumbai itself. I was staying in the campus, so we had to reach campus. There were 3, 4 more students with me, so we went together, and there you have to report. It head office is here in Andheri itself. So you go there, you have some good food, they have an awesome canteen there. Then you go to your office, your place. So there are facilities for interns to sit wherever they want to. If you want to go to your team, you can sit there. There are special places as well, especially for interns. You can go there or chill around. That's not a problem there. So I preferred sitting with my team. That makes it easier to talk around and know people coming to that, you need a lot of support from the people around you. So talking helps, asking for help really helps you, because it is not something that you can do on your own. So you will need a lot of jotting around people, poking people, and bugging them a lot to get the information and the data from them. So yeah, it began with a lot of nagging, my guide and my mentor and everybody. After that, till the lunch, I was done through all nagging and data collection from people. At lunch, we sat around in the team, went to the same awesome canteen again, ate some good food, came back, and then began the data crunching part. So whatever information you have collected in the first half of the day, you have to crunch it down in the second half. And however you're looking at it, maybe some people were going through hours and say I was majorly focused at Excel and VBA, so I did that. People began with Tableau and what all the skills you must be learning. So that is in the latter half. I made it a point to not really rush to come back by 7 or 8 because it was a lot of traffic given Mumbai. So I used to come back a little late, about 10, 10:30 in the night. That does not make it sound very hectic because I prefer to do that. It's easier to chill around there than to come around and chill here. So yeah, I came back by say 11, and the next day in the morning began with all happiness again. Yeah, so the pre-internship preparation starts the day you come here at NITI, right? I mean, you are told how to go through discussions and GDs and interviews, and all of that is a part of preparation for your final internship. Once you are through your company placements, after that you begin with the more on-ground skills, more software techniques, more you are getting more acquainted to your laptops and the soft skills also. So I am a fresher, I've never worked before, so I was not very thorough with even the basics, say words or PPTs or Excels or just the basic ones. So I had to work around a lot to get through them as well. Apart from that, I got a lot of help from my seniors and the faculty here. Talking specifically about HUL, they let you know about say a 15 days before your project that who is going to be your guide, who is going to be your mentor, what's your project title. So you can actually begin working on the title well beforehand. So I did, in the last 15 days, I did a lot of research about what my project is. I could also connect to people through mails and phone numbers. That helps. You get a buddy as well in your company. So you can talk, like they are almost your age or maybe 1 or 2 years senior to you. So you can talk to them as well. We sat in groups, and yeah, preparation mostly consisted of going through the basic laptop skills. So if you have a title that is clear to you beforehand, maybe you can focus on that and learn the skills that will be more required during that particular project. That helps. So presentations part, quite different from what we come to know through all these years of schooling and being in the college. The presentations there, at least in the company that I worked for, required not very flashy or very full of data or animation sort of presentations. We were rather focused on simpler looking, fewer words presentations. So the purpose of a slide is when it comes across you, one look at it and you should know what it's trying to say. You can use a GIF or a video for that matter, but I mean, I felt keeping it shorter, simpler was the sweetest way to get it out of it. So regarding what could have been done differently, there is not a lot that I would want to change from what I actually did there or from what actually happened to me. But yeah, maybe I fell a little short on the networking part. Maybe that could have been better. So my project was a little far off the ledge. So I thought for the latter part of it that maybe it's not really achievable to me. So I got all focused on the skills and all the working hours through the nights, and I couldn't really talk to many of my co-interns. So maybe if you can do that, many of the people got a lot of help from their co-interns. So if you get the time to do that, if you are available for that, do talk a lot and make a lot of friends, because those are the ones that they will steer you through the internship and maybe the latter years as well. Yeah, so like I've been saying before, networking is the keyword once you are in an internship. It does play a very important part, because once you enter, so you are a newbie in a very big organization, right? So you will be carried to a guide, to a mentor, and to a buddy, and then you're left alone in that whole big thing. So yeah, you have to flow your way through. Networking helps because you basically do not really know things, right? So you have to go about and ask people. So the step one is go talk, make friends. So they are rather willing to help, just that they don't really have time. That's what it came across to me at least. So networking as in data collection. I mean, you may have to go to 20 different people to finally find out which data is actually relevant to you. For that, you need to know 20 different people. For that, you need to go and talk to 20 different people, and for that, you need to network. So needless to say, there is a lot of competition. We were 79 interns at the same platform. Everybody is eyeing for a thing called a PPO or an offer at the end. So yes, there is reckless competition from day one. You can see that around you. Still, I would say that it was a rather healthy thing. So when I saw people working through, burning their midnight oil and staying back at the campus or working a lot, it actually rather motivated me to go a little longer, to put a step further, to work a little harder, because there are people who are competing, because there are good people who do have a chance, and for me to have my chance, I'll have to work a little harder than them. So yeah, competition actually works for you. Okay, so I have like three major points as the key takeaways from my internship. First one is that be open. So accept that there are a lot of things that you do not know of, and that there are people who are willing to help. Be open to newer things, to know things not known to you. Like put off that rigidity right here back in the room and go back with an open mind, ready to learn everything that's around you. That's one. Second is be shameless. So it might happen that you have to go across, somebody is busy and telling you to bugger off and do not come show your face again. Has happened with me. I was told to not show my face again for the next 2 days, but I did go again, because you have to be shameless. You have a limited period of 2 months and sometimes less than that. You have to get your deliverables done by the end of the day, right? So yeah, it's okay. Be shameless. It works. Third one is be alive. So there are a lot of parties, there are a lot of ways, there are a lot of birthdays happening, and yeah, I mean, you won't forget those 2 months, right? And they'll make you a rather different person. So it may happen that I learned more than what I've learned in the last 2 years in those 2 months. So a lot of things happen in those 2 months. You have to be alive and on point. So yeah, be open, be shameless, and be alive. The PPU moment, I mean, ecstatic in one word. I was honestly not expecting one. So the moment I was told, a person called me. I'm not supposed to tell the name maybe, but the person called me and said, "So yeah, you got an offer." And I was like, "You're kidding." But then he showed me a screenshot, and I was like, "Shit!" I sat down right there at the stairs and I cried my heart out. So that is ecstatic. I mean, that is a moment of your life. I don't think my dad cried, my mom cried, everybody cried. So it was a moment for all of us. It is one of the best of the life.